My Christ Church video devotion friend Mark Carlisle asked this question last week: who will speak for them? Mark was sharing with us about the amazing Jackson County Cares mobile food packing mission called Feed My Starving Children that will happen Friday, October 20th and Saturday, October 21st in the Family Life Center at Christ Church of Jackson. Friends, this week God inspired me to focus on this question: who will feed them? In the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, each of the writers describes a huge feeding event that Jesus directed when he had compassion on the crowds who had been spiritually hungry to learn about God's love and grace and forgiveness, and who were then physically hungry too. This miracle is the only miracle recorded in all four Gospels. According to each writer, there were at least 5,000 men. One of the Gospels says, not including women and children. In both Matthew and Mark, the writers shared that when the disciples suggested to Jesus that he send the people away to go to town to buy their supper, Jesus said to his disciples, "You give them something to eat." Can you and I imagine how incredulous that order must have seemed to them? Then in the Gospel of John, chapter 21, verses 4 through 14, the writer shares that the risen Jesus appeared to his disciples along the seashore and prepared a wonderful breakfast for them by cooking some of their own fresh fish catch after he advised them to cast their nets on the other side of their boat. After breakfast, Jesus asked Simon Peter, "Simon, do you love me more than these?" Simon replied, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus answered him, "Feed my lambs." A second time, Jesus asked Simon, son of John, "Do you truly love me?" Simon answered, "Yes, Lord, you know that I love you." Jesus responded, "Take care of my sheep." The third and last time, Jesus asked Simon, "Do you love me?" Simon answered, "Lord, you know all things. You know that I love you." Jesus answered him, "Feed my sheep." When Jesus was asked, "What's the greatest commandment?" in Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 through 40, Jesus said, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment, and the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." At the end of time here on earth, when Jesus Christ returns to earth, he will sit on his throne and all the people from every nation in the world will stand before him. Matthew 25 says he will separate the people like a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. And then the king will say, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world." The criteria Jesus uses begins with this: "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink?" The king will reply, "Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." There's a favorite writing of mine by Teresa of Avila, and it's called "Christ Has No Hands But Yours." She wrote these wise and wonderful words: "Christ has no body now but yours, no hands, no feet on earth but yours. Yours are the eyes through which he looks compassion on this world. Yours are the feet with which he walks to do good. Yours are the hands through which he blesses all the world. Yours are the hands. Yours are the feet. Yours are the eyes. You are his body. Christ has no body now on earth but yours. Friends, you are invited to be the hands of Jesus by first praying for this wonderful world hunger mission, Feed My Starving Children, and then by forming a mobile food packing team. Any number of folks, they may be members of your family, they could be classmates at school, they could be business folks, they could be sports team members, they could be members of clubs or organizations to which you belong. You will pack manna food packs that are composed of rice, soy, vegetables, and vitamins that can reverse the effects of starvation. Every day, more than 6,200 children die from starvation. You will serve in 2-hour shifts on Friday, October 20, or Saturday, October 21st. We need 504 volunteers to pack 101,088 manna food packs. For just 29 cents per manna pack, you can feed one child per day. For $106, you will feed one child for a year. For $424, you will be feeding one family for a year. And for $2,250, you would be feeding one classroom for a year. There are some sitting jobs, such as sticking the food labels on the manna packs. Also, you may not be physically able to be one of those 504 volunteer packers, but you are invited to financially donate toward the cost of the manna packs. They will be distributed by missionaries who will remain for 1 year with those to whom they give the food packs. The missionaries will share the love of God through Jesus Christ and will assist in helping the families to become more self-sufficient. Now, you can register your team and donate toward Feed My Starving Children by going online to fmsc.org, and then you'll see the words are either donate or volunteer, and just tap on whichever one you want to and scroll toward the bottom there. You will see when you type in the zip code of 45640. Keep scrolling toward the bottom and you'll see Jackson County Cares and Christ Church of Jackson, and those 2 dates, October 20 and 21st. If you need some assistance in registering yourself and your team members, because you'll need to list their names and contact information, just call Christ Church of Jackson at 740-286-3419 and ask Office Manager Teresa McIntosh to help you. She will gladly assist you in participating in this life-changing mission opportunity to be the hands of Jesus. Feed My Starving Children offers you and me an invitation and an opportunity to turn hunger into hope with your own 2 hands.